Victory Tuesday.
Woo! What ass whooping we put on them boys. And now time for the real showdown of the week. The goddamn stinking Commanders.
And Dallas still sucks.
Going on, everybody, man. And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started this. I'm tired of listening to your fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about everything, no one can prove it otherwise. BS!
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah. Fatal like a gun.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I was pretty close last year thinking like we could have easily won those 3 games.
So I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right?
Never give up, never slow till I
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put it out as hard, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah.
Woo, baby. We are back, baby. Welcome to episode 46 of The Truth. I am BIRDGANG 31 with my co-host and brother from another mother, Jcsportstalk in the building. How you doing today, JC, after that ass whooping we put on them Cowgirls?
Look, man, yo, that ass whooping was so bad. I didn't even know that the Eagles had 5 turnovers. Like, they turned over downs 5 times because I think halfway through the third quarter, man, I started doing other things because I was like, man, this game is over. Yo, to have 5 turnovers, like all these fumbles and an interception, yo, this defense is something to really start getting excited about. And that's why I told you, BG, first 6-7 weeks, slow down. And now we starting to, kick up a notch. It's still a long way to go with a couple more better competition ahead. But overall, this defense is starting to click at the right time.
Yeah, we definitely going to talk about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this defense is looking amazing. Our 2 boys right here, where they at? Cooper, the G, Terjan, the Germ, the whatever you want to call him. Mr. Coop is locking down that nickel position, man. It's like, what the hell is going on? This guy's like, he's just as good as, I can't really say it's just as good as Q, but he's pretty damn close. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you got both of these guys on your team, you should be absolutely ecstatic. You know who else is playing good back there in that secondary? Rogers Jr. He's the highest graded cornerback on our football team, since he's been playing. He's higher graded. He got higher grades than Q and DeJean too. So we got 3 young cornerbacks that are studs right now. We have the number 1 rush defense, the number 1 scoring defense, the number 1 passing defense. We are the number 1 defense in the NFL, my guy.
Yeah, and yes, and look, I love it, and I agree with everything that you just said. But I really feel like that this upcoming matchup would tell us a lot more. Division rivals, right? They also have a good top 5 rushing offense. I mean, JD, he's on fire. But look, that nickel position is on lock. R2 outside, and Slay. This is the first season that I'm okay watching Slay from the sideline and not panicking. I mean, this dude went out like the first series on defense, and I was like, look, we're good. And then he came back in. I was like, damn, he back. Like, I was like, shit, why can't you stay out some more?
Yeah, my guy, say that's okay.
You know what I mean? So because I feel like I'm betraying Slay, man. You know what I mean? He's been our best corner for so long that we had in decades over here in Philly, right? So now him being hurt left and right, I'm like, all right, man, just slow down, take your time. But I hate to see him back in the game because, like you said, I mean, Rodgers, Q, Cooper, DeJohn, you know what I mean? These cornerbacks are young, they're fast. You know what I mean? That young and fast is everything in the NFL. That means you could stay on track and keep up with a lot of these young, fast receivers. And Slay is just not that fast anymore, man. Like, he's more technique than anything. Yes, I mean, he's still doing his thing now. Don't get me wrong. But, hey, look, when I saw him on the sideline, I was like, okay, let's come on. And then and we came back in. I was like, oh.
Hey, also, I seen this tweet.
But nah.
Hey, I wish Vangio stopped trying to sneak Maddox on the field. We can see him. Every time he's on that field, my guy, we can see him. He is the weak link by far.
Wait, so what package are we playing to have him on the field with Cooper, with Q, with Rodgers, with our safeties? Like what are we playing? Because so who's off the field?
Linebacker.
You have to take what? Dean or Bond? Bond not coming off the field.
Take off the field.
Huh?
They keep Bond on the field and take Dean off the field, and we go to the dime package.
But I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't even be listening to look, every time he's on the field, I guess I'm in the kitchen making me a sandwich or something because I be missing him.
It's the only time whenever people start getting open easily. Then you start realizing who was okay, 29 was guarding. Okay. I can see why he made that catch.
Oh man. Yo, what's going on, Joey? What's up? What's up, Joey?
What's up, Shakes?
Raymond. Facts.
We did. The Cowgirls got toasted.
Jenks, what's going on? But yeah, I mean, it was overall a great game, man. So let's get into the grading, man. Let's just start talking about the offense and the defense because we do got a long show ahead.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just going to start out with saying we got 2 MVP candidates, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And one being our quarterback, Jalen Hurts, man. He is on a trajectory to get himself back in that, quarterback rankings. You know what? What they say, he had 8 touchdowns the last 2 games, 4 and 4. Back to back. This guy's out there doing it all with it on his feet, in the air, dropping dimes, man. I mean, this guy's been dropping dimes, And what I like to see is his progression has become a lot better. Like early in the season, it seemed like he didn't really know what to do with the football, or he's always just trying to force feed. But you see him throw a touchdown to the rookie, on one-on-one coverage. You see him out there, dropping dimes to AJ, staying in the pocket like this play. I think he's standing in the pocket here. Watch this play. He sends it in motion. He sits, he hikes, he stays in the pocket. Look how he's just chilling in the pocket. Boom. Okay. Breaks through the pocket. But instead of running, threw the ball, touchdown to the rookie Wilson. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see Jalen do. Not just run when you break that pocket. Do like you did back when you went to the Super Bowl year, when you were just manipulating the pocket, finding the open guy, hitting him. And I love seeing what I see because he can still do this. Still the best deep ball thrower in the game. Look at him. Boom. With the play action to Saquon, you got to respect. Get to the end of your drop. Drop the dime to AJ. Drop that dime. He's putting balls where only the receiver can get it. So his accuracy is above the rest of them right now. I love what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts. He's definitely getting an A++ from me.
Yeah, look, you could say that, hey, in the beginning, he probably didn't know what he was doing. I really feel like a new playbook, a new scheme, a new system that, some new verbiage, right? Like AJ say, a lot of these plays are the same, but the verbiage are different. You know what I mean? So I feel like in the beginning, they wasn't in sync. You know what I mean? Depending how he was calling the plays in the huddle or receiving the plays from Kellen Moore, whatever, whoever was in his ears, whatever. But I feel like right now, we are 7-2. So 9 weeks in, 10 weeks, this is the time where teams start clicking, regardless of the offseason changes. on the offensive side, on the defensive side, this is it. Like this is a time now. If you're not on the same page now, you're never going to be on the same page. Like
Facts.
this is when week 10. I mean, there's only 7 more games to go. About 7 or 8 more games to go, depend if you had your bye or not. You know what I mean? So this is where, and now you're starting to see it. Then clicking on offense, clicking on defense. I definitely think I can't give him an A+. I'll give him an A because there's always room for improvement. The fumble, he still got to take care of the ball. Like, I mean, that wasn't even a hard hit. It was like the ball was just there. No. Like the ball wasn't tucked in or like he was trying to throw. The ball was almost like the one in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like it was out here just to be punched out. So, and then the interception. The interception to me was more of what two things could be true. It was a little bit of late throw by Jalen Hurts when Grant was open off the line. He was open, or it was an amazing catch by Trayvon Diggs where he had to leave his feet to jump and leap in front of the a Grant to take the ball away. So it could like be that whichever way you want to say.
This is the all-pro, my guy. That guy made a play. And like Jalen even admitted in the press conference, he said he was a little late on it. He was a little late. He said it. But it also, that is Trayvon Diggs. And you can't be mad when he go out there and make a play. Because he's going to do it. He does it to the best of them. He's been doing it to the best of them for years. So I think that was an amazing play by Diggs. And Jalen need to get the ball out a little quicker on that play. Like you said, it's both. It's definitely both.
Yeah, I mean, but besides that, I give him a solid A. You know what I mean? Like, hey, once again, anytime that you can have Kenny Pickett come in and it's not to replace you because you playing bad in the fourth quarter, like to start the fourth quarter, none of our starters was out there.
How many times is that?
I mean,
how many times is that this year? Is that 3?
I think against the Giants, against the Bengals, against the Cowboys. So about 3. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. Shoot, it could be like 3 straight times. In matter of fact, whatever it is. So ever since that Brown game, we came off our bye, sluggish, and now you start seeing that this defense is stepping up, offense stepping up, but definitely an A for me. There's always room for improvement. All right, hey, he has room, baby. So I can give him an A++ every goddamn week.
Sometimes when he messes up, it makes him play better.
Okay, well, yeah, Hey, he's going to need it. Yeah. So,
hey, the running game. Saquon didn't have to do as much, but he still made his presence felt, man. That stiff arm he gave that dude, on that nice run. He made a lot of nice little 14, 15-yard runs in the game just to keep things in a fast momentum to the point where, the defense still has to respect what he's doing out there. The defense have to fear him still. And I think without Saquon, man, this offense would be a lot different. People are actually fearing Saquon Barkley getting this football.
Yeah, man. Hey, look. Hey, Saquon had 14 rushes for 66 yards, average almost 5 yards, a carry. But the Eagles ran for 187 yards as a running back by committee, right? Hurts had, 7 for 56. Shipley came in, had 9 for 34. Gainwell, 7 for 30. But overall, Saquon Barkley, you know what I mean? He had a little bit of help, but we really didn't need to rely on him this game. Like, this game was just like a so unfair game that I could not even enjoy the win, right? I'm like, damn. At least have Dak out there, and then like, woo, we whooped them boys' ass. I mean, it's Cooper Rush. The dude, he threw for 45 yards, right? Woo. I mean, Cooper Rush is 5-2. I
think they said that's like the least yards ever thrown.
45 yards, like to throw for 45 yards, my guy. 13 attempts, 23. Let me see. Yeah. 13 for 23. So 23 attempts, 13 completions for 45 yards. So that tells me 2 things. One, that Cooper Rush, he just can't beat the Eagles. Or 2, that the Philadelphia Eagle defense are rallying to the freaking ball. every player that catches the ball, wide receiver, running back, screen, it doesn't matter. They are tackling, like they are flying.
Facts.
So you cannot complete 13 passes and only have 45 yards unless your defense is rallying to the ball, tackling as a whole. So definitely, man, we did not see Saquon this past Sunday because we were saving him for a short week. You know what? This was a perfect game for the Philadelphia Eagles on a short week. A lot of players was resting in the beginning of the fourth quarter. So definitely, man, hey, Saquon Barkley get an A for effort for me. Yo, like
A for effort, baby.
Because he showed up, and that's all was needed. He showed up because we didn't really need him. So,
yeah, because back to what I was talking about, 2 MVPs, man. Saquon, I do believe, is on that trajectory right here, man. It's not even a question that Saquon should be mentioned as MVP. You know, Josh from WIP was talking about it. It's like Jalen's having a solid year, but in his opinion, Saquon's kind has been the fuel to the fire, basically, for Jalen Hurts. If you look at where Jalen has been successful, it's been in the play action game. So people have to respect it. Jalen's been lining it up with the play action. It's all because we got a dominant running back in Saquon Barkley. Yeah, I give him an A+. I'm getting an A+. I don't care. You don't like to give the A+. I'll be the fanboy.
I would like to be a student in your classes because all I gotta do is just show up and you give me an A+. You be like, hey, Cordon, you here? Yup, A+.
Hey, it goes the other way too. You mess up, you're getting the F, just like that. I don't even play. No way.
You gotta not even no. In order for somebody to get an F in your class, they like not even showed up for class, or even look, it didn't show up for class. They tell you, "Hey, BG, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna be late. That's all right. A+. Hey, you already gave me a heads up. A+.
My dad pulled off in the car and left my backpack in there, man. You know what? It's okay. You would have did great on the homework. You get an A.
Yeah, A+. You know, no. I like to see you show up and put in some work, and then I decide the pen. You know what I mean? Yo, how good the work is. But look, he showed up. Does he deserve to be in an MVP conversation? Based on numbers, sure. Because Derrick Henry is still the leading rusher, had more touchdowns on the ground,
but not total yards.
Had more yards than Saquon Barkley, total yards than Saquon Barkley.
Did he take it back this week?
Huh?
He took it back this week. Before this game, for this week, Saquon had more total yards. Derrick just had more rushing yards.
It's hard for me to believe that because he was just over.
Yeah, before this week, yeah.
But he only had 66 rushing.
Saquon had,
let me see. Barkley this game has 66 rushing, and
Barkley was up like
12 yards receiving,
100-something yards in terms of like total yards.
When this past week,
before this week started, yes, Henry had more rushing yards and brought more rushing touchdowns, but Barkley had more overall yards, all-purpose yards.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not sure, but I'll check on it. You know what I mean? Because I like to see for myself. But I still think that if Christian McCaffrey did not win the MVP last year as a running back, man, this dude had over 2,000 all-purpose yards, and he still did not win the MVP. 15, 16, 17 touchdowns total, still didn't win the MVP. Yes, the MVP to me right now, this moment is if you take Saquon off the Philadelphia Eagles, where would be as successful as we are right now? The question is no, because
it depends what other back we had.
Right. Huh?
It depends what other back we had. There's a couple other backs.
I'm just talking about Saquon himself. I'm trying to make a case. Okay, so I don't care about no other backs, but so vice versa. So can you make a case for Jalen Hurts? If you put Kenny Pickett in, will this team be where we at without Hurts? No. So that's why now you have 2 MVP candidates, because without one or the other, this team is not going to be as successful. Because we saw Saquon with the Giants, right? You know what I mean? With decent wide receivers, but still, like, they was clogging up the line of scrimmage. So now you see him where with good wide receivers, but they still try to stop him, which try to make Jalen Hurts successful, and vice versa. You never seen Saquon with a quarterback and offensive line like the Philadelphia Eagles either. So, I mean, you can make a case why both guys deserve to be MVP candidates. Will they win? I don't know.
I think Saquon probably will win by the end of the season. We still
Hey,
got a
you
long
better.
season left.
Hey, you better hope he wins.
I think Saquon
I mean?
will win.
Hey, you better pray to God.
But it's the purpose of this. Like I said,
Mhm.
if you think about this team, man, he completed the trifecta. You know what I'm saying? Like now we have too much star power. There's never too much. I'm just saying, like if you look at some of the top teams in the league, they don't have it like we do. An elite quarterback, 2 elite receivers, and an elite running back. You know what I'm saying? Usually a team is missing something. This is the truth, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? We don't have Victory Mondays. We have Victory Tuesdays over here.
Yeah.
So we like to recap and then talk about the next game. Thank you, though. Hit that like, brother. But like I said, he completes the trifecta. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, like I said, it's better than what we had with Swift and all these other guys. Those were just good backs. This is an elite back. And he's already shown us all who didn't believe that he's more elite than all those other backs we had. He's been showing you these last 9 weeks of football. He's been showing you the difference between what he can do and what the rest of these guys can do. He's Saquon Barkley for a reason. And I think, he has a chance to do it just because, like I said, you got to respect AJ. You're going to have to respect Devontae. As soon as you get a bomb to AJ, if you don't back up, you're an idiot as a defensive coordinator, because he will do it to you all game long. He's that guy. And then obviously you see with AJ out, Devontae can do it to you all game long if you let him do it to you.
Now
So
Goddard is back now.
And now Goddard's back. Calcaterra played good when Goddard was out. Now you got 2 tight ends to worry about. They can go catch the ball. Hell, now the rookie, starting to see some more. Wilson. Who's 6'8". He's starting to get more playing time. He's going to be on the field a lot more. Not saying he's a superstar. He's still a rookie, but his height and size makes him a great target in that red zone area, meaning like he can catch some balls that most receivers won't be able to catch. We've heard about him all, preseason long. We're waiting for him to do something this year. It took him a minute. Hey, Jahan Dotson made a nice catch down the sideline too this game. Jalen 1-on-1 against the rookie. Jahan Dotson went down there and made a nice little grab there. And I'm pretty positive Jahan's going to be pumped up this game too. We're going to talk about it earlier, but the next game where he had to go against his exes. So, like I said, like this team is just stacked with talent. Gainwell has to. I was one of the ones get Gainwell out of it. He's actually doing pretty good when he gets the ball in his hand this year. Gainwell's making his mark, having his nice splash plays here and there, 15 yards here, 15 yards there, 10 yards here, 10 yards there. So Gainwell's even playing good. I see now, try to get Tripley in the game a little bit more. Hopefully he can pick up as the season progresses. We're going to need the running game heavy, when it starts getting a little bit colder out there. But like I said, I think Saquon's going to win the MVP. These guys all got paid big time money to make big time plays. I think at the end of the day, we changed our offense to a run first offense. Still 20 carries out there. We're starting to understand that you need to run the ball to set up the pass, which I don't know why it took them so long to understand, but they finally understand it. And I think it's going to make our team even better and more hard to stop moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, the whole ship to getting in is only going to be in a blowout. I mean, I don't think we're using 3 running backs. It's just going to be Gainwell, Barkley, Hurts is still running the ball. So, I mean, but yeah, it sounds good. You know what I mean? But we're just going to keep it simple with the Barkley, Gainwell, Shipley, Wilson, great stories. But I think with Wilson is red zone package, like 3-4 red zone package for Wilson, Goddard, you know what I mean? Like in that red zone, boom, it's unstoppable, just like you saw this past week. Because his big body size was 6'8", you know what I mean? That's a big target. But I mean, look, overall, A for Barkley, the receiving core, like this past game, just going off this past game is an A. There's nothing special.
What about this? Our offensive line, baby, they did another great game. They were out there moving people, manhandling people all game long. Parsons got his plays in. I'm not gonna lie, I see some Parsons plays. I did
5 sacks though, bro. 5 sacks. They gave up 5 sacks. Look, I don't care if that's on Hurts or not. 5 sacks for 46 yards compared to we sacking Cooper Rush one time.
Yeah, that
To
is
me,
bad.
that's a B minus. You know what I mean? Like almost like a C. 5 sacks, man. Against, yeah, I mean, who did they have besides Micah Parsons, though? I mean,
But Michael's first game back at home, you know he's
yeah,
gonna be disruptive.
yeah, but giving up 5 sacks, man, like Hurts is getting sacked 4 or 5 times every game.
Some of those time it was Hurts' fault too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? Like he in the beginning of that game, he was at the real tentative with the ball. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, oh, look at me. He didn't even want to really run. He's like, he was scared. Oh, I'm just gonna go down. Like, what the hell? I really thought it was gonna be one of them bad hurt games in the beginning of the game. I did. I thought, I was like, man, what the hell are you doing, Hurst? Like, come on, guy, a little bit more aggression, please. Don't be playing
yeah,
patty cake with these cowgirls like that. But then he loosened up. He went out there and started running the ball really nice, and then he got his yards in. So, but yeah, I get it what you're saying. 5 sacks is definitely too many. You don't want your quarterback getting hit that many times. Hurts is on Hurts. Whether 2 of them was on Hurts, you still got 3 of them that were on the offensive line for sure. You know, and that just can't be happening. But luckily, we got this guy coming back. Bo Jordan Mailata,
yeah,
the
man.
best, tackle before he got hurt. He's like the best tackle in the league this year, playing like at the highest level. So we opened up that practice window. They said he can play as early as this next Thursday. I'm looking forward for him to come back. Not saying Fred Johnson didn't do that great, because I will say Fred did good for his time playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he held his own. He wasn't no All Pro. He wasn't no Pro Bowler like a Mailata, but he was definitely holding his own on that end there. So yeah, I get the offensive line some love there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't see him playing this Thursday. I mean, it's a short week, right? I mean, while rushing back, yes, you opened his practice window yesterday, but at the same time, man, it's a hamstring injury. So the Eagles been good with hamstring injuries this season, with Goddard, with AJ. So
AJ.
yes, you open his practice window, but Johnson, he's playing. Fred Johnson, he's playing very, very good right now. So just let it be. You know what I mean? Hey, what's so on waiting 10 more days?
Yeah, that's true too.
Go against, I think the Rams is next or something like that. So, I mean, we just got to, just be smart with injuries, man. We do got depth, like on the offensive line, on the defensive line. So no need to rush them back. So I'll just say, hey, just take it easy, have a good week of practice to see, how things going, and then we'll go from there. Because, even they told you, AJ was like, look, I'd be surprised if neither team practice. You know what I mean? It's such a short.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna practice this week. It's gonna be more walkthroughs.
Yeah, because you can't practice on Wednesday.
Film study.
The game is on Thursday. So, today was the only day. If you was going to practice, but the game plan goes in on Tuesday. So that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like, hey. So I don't really think.
But most times these Thursday night back-to-back games, no one practices.
Yeah,
for the most part, it doesn't really happen too much.
I don't see him.
Let's jump on this defense so we can get on to the next topic. Let's get to this defense, man. I love what old Eagles Vinny, what's his name was? Vinny Curry. Vinny Curry on Inside the Birds had to say about this. Listen to Vinny.
See, maybe this is a defensive football team.
This defense is playing lights out.
Yep.
I mean, they come out the bye week in the way the defense has been rolling. Almost the last couple games been almost shutouts.
Yeah.
Almost shutouts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just insane the changes that has been made to this defense and the way they've been playing.
I feel like Vic Fangio deserves like all kinds of flowers.
Look, the big thing is just the guys passing things off in coverage. And you see Cooper DeJean jumping a crossing route, and then Nakobe Dean passing one off, and then Quinyon Mitchell jumping over the top, and you have the safeties coming down. They're all working so well in unison.
The way that this defense is succeeding is so different than the way that the Eagles have been built for so long under Howie Roseman. It has always been defensive line, defensive line, defensive line. We're going to put together the best group of pass rushers possible, and the back end will figure itself out. The defensive line has been good, but they don't have a star on the edge right now, right? Josh Sweat has been solid. Nolan Smith is ascending a little bit. Brandon Graham has been overperforming all expectations, but there's no Hassan Reddick type on this team. They are right now one of the better defenses in the league because of the back seven and because of the communication. It's very interesting that Howie Roseman has sort of handed the keys over to Vic Fangio, and it's working.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can't disagree more. Hey, congrats to Vinny Curry, man. He he will be the Philadelphia Eagles will be like no, he'll be retiring as a Philadelphia Eagle Thursday night, and he will be an honorary captain at the game
Really?
Thursday night. Yes, so
I
that's
thought he was being retired.
timing, right? It's kind of good timing for him, and then boom, he is retiring as a Philadelphia Eagle. But they are correct. Like our front is more of a run stuff in front. That's why we have such a good run defense.
Right.
But the back end of it, right? Chauncey Gardner has not even been like the dominant Chauncey Gardner he was, right? Like what, one interception this season? That's all he got, right? So it's just one of them things where it's a group effort. Now it's becoming no fly zone right now. Instead of Sackville, it become a no fly zone. Right? Ain't nobody scoring touchdowns over the Philadelphia Eagles, on these DBs. And because they're young, they're fast. Exactly what I said. You know what I mean? Speed, and the longer they play together, the continuity. Hey, silence is everything. Look, boom, the player is running. I got him. Just go back to your. And that's why they are unable to get, they are clicking right now. So, congrats to him.
Go do that. Go do that for sure. Salute to you. But yeah, I agree fully. And it is something that we never see. Like he said, Howie Roseman is always stacking the box for the defensive lineman to be great. You know what I'm saying? The Hassan Reddick's out there. You know what I'm saying? Looking for somebody that's, coming off the end. Our defensive line is what leads this defense, and I like this transformation. You got young secondary guys. These guys are young as hell. Hey, Coops, rookie. You got Quinn, rookie. You got Rogers, who's 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So a young buck like that. I think Blankenship's only been in the league for 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? So these are all young cats, and they're starting to gel together now early. Imagine what these cats will look like years to come on. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing with each other in the same system. Because I don't think Vangio's going anywhere. I think he's going to be here for a while until he retires. And, this is his hometown. And I think he ain't trying to go nowhere. So if you imagine he gets to develop these guys for even the rest of the season, by the time playoffs come, you know what I'm saying, these guys will be that much better together, playing with guys like CJ DJ, who's starting to ball out. I think he was a higher rated DB this week in football. You know what I'm saying? So, the sky's the limit for this DB room. And I think it's a good thing because we haven't had that since the days of Troy Vincent, Bobby Taylor, Lito Sheldon Brown. It's been a long time since we had lockdown quarters that were help leading the way for this defense.
Yeah, and yes, Trewa is right, man. Look, our whole defense is pretty much young guns out there. You know what I mean? Like with Chauncey Gardner probably being maybe the oldest vet out there. But besides that, man, look, there's a lot of guys that's young, and you're correct. Vic ain't going nowhere. He said, hey, this might be his last coaching gig. He wants to be closer to home. You know what I mean? His wife, everybody is in, PA. So he's not going anywhere. So there's no threat of him leaving to get no head coaching job because, look, he already been there, done that. He's too old for that. So I think that this is his job as long as he wants. He could be the next Jim Johnson, right? You know what I mean? Just start being aggressive. You know what I mean? Just getting all your guys into place and the consistency year in and year out. And now these guys could look. The sky is the limit. Even Jordan Davis, man. Like a lot of y'all like to hate on Jordan Davis. I don't think that we will be a good run stopping defense without his big body. Him taking 2-3 people on in the middle, and everybody else is eating. He's like a Fletcher Cox, but not yet getting the sacks. But guess what? He would get there. He would get there.
Carter would take a while too to get sacks too.
But yeah, so look, overall, man, young defense. I have no complaints. I need more picks. When the opportunity arise, I need more picks. I need y'all to be some ball hogs too, man. All right. Yes, y'all creating fumbles, but I need some ball hogs. Look, intercept that ball, take one to the house, and be dominant. And right now, we are a good defense, but not a great defense. In my eye test, especially when more teams with Puka's, with Cooper Kupp, Puka is up. You know what I mean? They're coming. Scary Terry, he really don't have no help. but the Ravens, right? Should they gonna come? So I mean, we are gonna face some teams. There are good quarterback, good talent around on the offensive side. We just need to be focused and get better every single game and improve.
Yeah, these guys, like you said, the talent level, but it goes back to what I say. These cornerbacks are going against the best receivers in football every single day. The best receivers. You want your big physical receiver, you're going against AJ Brown. You want to work on the shifty type receivers, that run perfect routes. You go against Devontae Smith. Devontae's one of the best in the game at running routes. AJ is one of the most powerful receivers in the game. You got both on your team that you get to practice with every single day. You know what I'm saying? They get to give you tips, help you out every single day. That's what's make Quignon so good. That's what makes DeJean and these guys so good.
Yeah.
DeJean, do you not know neither one of these two rookies, let me repeat the word rookies, have had a touchdown scored in their head yet. Neither one of them. We are in week, 10? And Quignon been playing since week 1? Mm-hmm. And he has not given up a touchdown. Not one. Yeah, they barely give up 50 yards. If they've even given up 50 yards to receivers. These guys are locked down rookie year because they have all offseason training with the best. You know what I'm saying? Training with them. And he even gives them love like that. And I believe it now. At first I'm like, yeah, then you might be training with the best, but you still from Toledo, my God. You're probably going to get burned once or twice. Calm yourself down. But no, this cat is out there balling. Both of these guys, 5-0 since DeJean went over there into the slot too. You know what I'm saying? These guys are both DeJean, Quignon, Rogers, locking people down, making this defensive line look better, making this overall defense better. And now that's why we're the best, ranked at the highest defense in the NFL right now with these young bucks.
Okay. I agree.
And before we get on to this Washington game, the Nick Sirianni hate got to stop now. It got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni's rallying his troops.
It was you. Hey, are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, to me too. I'm talking to myself and the rest of Eagle Nation. I wasn't by myself in that. Okay? You gotta love him. He's pulled these boys back together. It is more coordinators than Nick, but guess what, Nick? That's what you got these coordinators for. You don't need the pressure of playing, making the play calls, making the plays on defense, calling the plays on offense or defense. You need to be the coach. Make sure they're all in the right frame of mind, and that's what you're doing. You need to go hit your defensive and offensive coordinators up when you're not doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, and that's what you're here for to do. And as long as you do that, you can be like the next Andy Reid, my guy. Andy won. I think Andy won. He had winning seasons not calling the play. So remember what to do. Bieniemy was calling the offense for a while, and Andy took it back over eventually. But for a couple of those years, Bieniemy was calling the offense. The DC that they get still, I think, got right now, he was calling the defense, and Andy was just there coaching a football team, and they were winning champion. They won a championship or two. So that's all you need to do to get a chip, my guy. You pick the right coordinator. Obviously, Vic Vangio got your defense clicking on all cylinders. Kellen Moore, when you let him do the Kellen Moore thing, the offense is clicking on all cylinders. So just chill out and do what you do. Speeches and do crazy stuff on the sideline. Take the distraction away from the football team and bring it on yourself, because that's what I know you love to do, my guy. Keep balling out, man. Keep balling out. Inspirational speeches like this.
We talked yesterday about the detail, right? We talked yesterday about the physicality. We talked yesterday about the talent that we have. And we said we want to do special shit. And to do special shit, you got to do it together. There was a moment in this game, right? All right, we came out 14-6 at half. All right, defense gets a stop. Special teams gets a big return. Offense punches in. That's complimentary football, right? Continue to find ways that we grow closer together, because that's how you do special, right? And we're all into special. A good teammate is selfless. A good teammate, all right, knows it takes everybody. A good teammate, right, is there for each other in the good times and the bad, especially the bad, right? A good teammate trusts everybody, right? Because they built that trust up. And a good teammate doesn't blame. They take accountability, right? Keep coming closer together as a team. I feel it. I know y'all feel it. It's a great win, all right? But we're going to have to move on quick.
I mean,
special shit.
It wasn't even.
That's what he was saying. Special shit.
Yeah. But you saw who was in the back listening. The owner, Jeffrey Lurie was shaking his head up and down, you know what I mean, almost at everything that Nick Sirianni was saying. He had the support of the owner. So that's why, hey, in the offseason, when y'all wanted him gone, I was like, Jeffrey Lurie is not firing him. You know what I mean? Because he's been to the playoffs 3 straight years and a Super Bowl appearance. Yes, you know, the historic collapse was bad, but overall, name me another coach that has more on the past 3-4 years than Nick Sirianni besides Andy Reid. Like, hey, that's the only other coach besides Andy Reid, and he have a generational talent of a quarterback. So Andy and Sean McDermott. Even the Bills, to me, I won't pick no Sean McDermott over him, but they know how to lead, right? Even though,
and that's just for 5-game winning streaks.
Know how to motivate.
That's just for 5-game winning streaks right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But this is the first time in Eagle history. And what did it say? Was it Eagle history, or was it the whole time that we won 7+ more games in the first 10 games of the season? You know, ever. Like, it don't happen. Every single season he's played. Was that it? Where was it at? Yeah, here we go. The first time in franchise history that Eagles have started 7-2 or better in 3 consecutive seasons. 13-1, 10-1, and 7-2 right now, man. You gotta give him love. Like they say, the boy does win. He might get on our nerves sometime, but he wins.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is eye-popping because it's different coordinators every freaking year. Like, you know what I mean? So all 3 years was different coordinators, like both offense and defense. Like, we had to change coordinators because we are that successful. And hopefully, you know, depending how far we go, all this stuff happens, that Jeffrey Lurie paid Kellen Moore head coaching money to stay. We need consistency, man. Like, it's not fair for Jalen Hurts. If Kellen Moore leaves, that'll be his 5th offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
like you can't succeed like that because that's a whole playbook that you literally have to learn again. Verbiage, scheme. Oh my God, it's exhausting. So how is Hurts ever going to be the elite level of quarterback that you want him to play when every season he got to learn a new freaking playbook? So if you Jeffrey Lurie, regardless what happens, you need to keep these coordinators together because that's what happened with early 2000s when the Philadelphia Eagles was dominating. Like, same coordinator, same defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Just dominating team, just going to NFC Championship year after year after year after year. So you can't be changing that. Like, it won't work for nobody. I'm sorry.
That's all facts, man. That's all facts, man. So, you know, I'm giving these coaches, man, A+ for that game. You know what I'm saying? Because you did what you're supposed to do. You seen a team that was weak, battered, beaten up, and you destroyed them. And not only that, it wasn't just a normal team. It was a division rival that we hate the most, the Cowgirls. Okay? I don't care if you would have did it against, you know, Jacksonville or something like that. I care that you did it against the Cowgirls. Maybe that's what made it so much sweeter, man. So much sweeter. And it felt good because I told you I went to Rocky Mountain, you know, that Eagles bar, and it was litty like a kitty up in there. I never see. It felt like I was in Philadelphia, my God. The scene was amazing. Shout out to anybody that's live in Atlanta or by Atlanta. You definitely got to go check it out. That's on the inside the bar was packed. Outside the bar was packed. There was like watch parties on the outside, watch parties. There wasn't even a seat in there the whole time. Not one seat to sit down. A lot of people that you see standing up were standing up the whole damn game. Nothing but Eagles fans. It was amazing, man. It was an amazing time. I'm definitely going to be back in Atlanta to Rocky Mountain Pizza Co. That was awesome, man. I felt like I was in Philly for a second. You had nothing but, I didn't know Atlanta rep Philly like that. And I heard that's not the only Philly bar they have. They have a whole nother one that's there that they get lit. But that was the best one, they say. And that was lit like a Christmas tree for sure. Okay. Well, let's go because guess what? Now with that win, the Eagles are what? The Eagles are number 1, baby. Number 1 in the division. And now it looks like what I said. The Eagles going to be number 1. I said the Commanders going to be number 2 if that Daniels cat was going to be legit. And guess what? That Daniels cat is legit. We're going to definitely talk about it. The Cowgirls number 3 and the New York little girls, they're at the bottom of the pool. So I don't think either one of those two at the bottom ever going to come back from what's happened to them, especially now that Dak's out. And they don't have Saquon in New York. And obviously, you see what happens when you give away the best player in your team. Okay? Yeah. You thought Daniel Jones was going to make you some superstar team. Like, you're going, get out of here. You gave away the best player of your team. That's what you deserve. 2-8, my guy. You're not going to win because you're not scared. Nobody with a running back named Tracy. Okay? Period. And the Cowgirls, you're done. Dak's done. That was really your only chance to win games in the regular season was Dak. Yeah. And Dak's done. You seen what Lance looked like. Trey Lance looked like he should never even played football in life. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rupp, I think Cooper Kupp could probably win you a game or two because he's done it before. Rush. You know what I'm saying? He's done it before. He could probably win you a game or two.
Yeah, this was just a bad match. I think that they will be
against us.
But I think that the Cowboys they're not going to finish 4-13 or no. They're going to win about 6 to 7 games. I really think they could get about 3-4 wins out of Cooper Rush
without Dak. Dak's done.
Yeah. No, that's not true because they do got to play the Giants again. So the Giants.
A split now with the Giants because at least the Giants got neighbors and Daniel Jones not to throw the ball to neighbors.
Yeah, but
they're going to get a defensive line pass rush.
But I still think they will get about 6-7 wins. I mean, even all right, let's just say that the last game of the season, we are sitting everybody. I mean, so
I think Pickett and Gainwell can beat them.
But that's good for us because that means they're not going to be picking in top 5 or top 3. That they're going to be 14, 15, and whatever. And you ain't gonna get no quarterback or wide receiver.
I said it last week. They're tanking for the Sanders. Both. Sanders as Deion Sanders as their head coach and Shanoir Sanders. Cause I don't think he's gonna get picked number 1 overall. He ain't that great. But guess what? Picked him around 10, pick him around 15. Now you got the range for a top flight quarterback. I think they're gonna get
he's gonna go top 10. New York is a big market. If
what
anything,
New York team?
Huh?
What New York team gonna get him?
Oh, the Giants.
No,
I think
they paid Daniel. They got faith in Daniel Jones, my guy.
No, they don't.
Daniel keeps throwing the ball to neighbors the way he throws the ball to neighbors. He might not be that great of a quarterback. I looked at some stats with Daniel Jones. Neighbors is playing. He throws the ball. The neighbors really good. You just need a running back over there.
No.
They're gonna pick a running back the first pick of the draft next year.
Look, mark my word, it's over for Daniel Jones. Okay, it's over. It's over for him. Like if this was his season, it's over for him. They got him neighbors. Daniel Jones is not going to get better in year 6. All right, like year 6 and 7. I mean, it's
you can't
over.
Say that.
Yeah, no.
You can't say that.
Yeah, Barkley.
Geno Smith. Can I say Geno Smith?
Okay, I mean it's.
Can I say Geno Smith?
Daniel Jones.
Kurt Warner.
It's over for Daniel Jones, man. I mean, look, I could bet you whatever you want to bet on this. I'm telling you right now, Daniel Jones.
I don't feel like New York's a team now. I think they would get a running back before they go get a Shanoir Sanders.
I mean, or you could just.
He's not even ranked the best.
He's pretty good back there, though. Like he's a rookie too. He's pretty good. Tracy,
the running back.
Yeah, he's pretty good. And he's
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay, but I mean, there's only one Saquon and Derrick Henry, so okay, get over it. But there's other.
There's a lot of good running backs in the league. A lot of high
in the league.
Draft pick
that wasn't no
running
first
backs
round
in the league.
pick. I mean, you could get you a nice piece, 2nd or 3rd round running back, but to get the chance of maybe bringing Deion with his son to New York, one of the biggest market there is
now
in the NFL, New York and LA, right?
One of the biggest
market there is. I mean, why not?
You know what though? You already heard Deion say he lists his 5 teams that his kid's gonna play at. or Travis is going to play out. He did that on purpose because he knew he's going to be the head coach of the Cowgirls.
But what was the five teams?
It was the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Ravens, and then I think he said like the Chiefs and Pittsburgh or something like that. Like it was like only those teams he wanted his players. Only those 2 players are only going to play for those 5 teams. Well, he definitely did list no damn Giants was not on the list.
Yeah, but look, that's not happening. All right, I mean, that's
what do you mean it's not happening?
It's
looking pretty clear. Did you not see?
Okay,
New York got 1 less game than the Cowboys. The Cowboys lose out. New York win a game. They can get a higher draft pick than
the problem is
this. They already don't have their quarterback for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but when it comes to drafting, you're not going to hold no NFL team hostage. You're not.
Yeah, you are.
No,
they do it all the time.
Wait, when was the last time that happened?
Eli Manning.
How long ago was that? 15 years ago? Yes.
Recently, who else just did it? Someone else just did it too. Said he didn't want to play for
nobody else that did it since Eli.
I can't think of it right now, but it's happened.
It is what it is. All right, let's talk about this upcoming game, man. Like we're talking some hypothetical. Look,
that's what we're talking about. This upcoming game. How I was right about the Eagles being the best in the division and Washington being number 2 because that guy, what's his name? Jaden Daniels balling out there. Jalen Daniels a beast, man. Let's start out with the quarterback. That fool's a beast, man. He reminds me. I can't even say it. Who was it? It was Jaws that said, what did Jaws say here? Jaws said, Jaden Daniels the best rookie he's ever seen, and he's seen a lot of damn rookies. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying the best rookies ever seen. What do you feel about what Jaws said about Jaden Daniels?
Well, I would have to say that we are prisoner of the moment type of people because I heard the exact same thing with CJ Stroud last year.
CJ Stroud is one of the best rookies.
Actually beat Bengals like when they were decent. In the playoffs, he won a playoff game in the AFC. This dude was rookie of the year, NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Like some people was put him in an MVP conversation. Like he probably could have won it. Like, you know what I mean? But the problem is and now this year, sophomore slump is going on a little bit with some injuries and stuff like that. But he's not.
CJ Stroud is still great. What are you talking about?
He's not playing like he did last year. He's not playing out. Just go check his numbers from the team record. He's not playing right now as he did last year. So I think that this year, that is Jaden Daniels, right? He came in the league. He's taking the league by storm right now. But even though the league have seen a lot of rushing quarterback, but the problem is with Jalen Daniels, which I told you was better than Caleb Williams. I told you that because you are so biased.
He's not better than Caleb. He's just on a better team.
No.
That team is way better than the Bears. The Bears are hot garbage.
Jaden Daniels.
Caleb got screwed.
Come on. Okay, whatever you want to say. Let me tell you the facts and get out your feelings. Jaden Daniels' intangibles were better. He went to a harder conference. He was successful in a harder conference in LSU, SEC. I mean, this dude, you used to play professional level type of ball, not like the USC, the Pac.
Are you trying to really say that right now?
No, I'm talking about the defense.
When I would tell you the same thing about Mr. Quinyon Mitchell, and now you're like, oh, schools don't matter. Now you're trying to use schools as reason why?
Okay. Go ahead.
Where's the truth at with you, Jalen? JC, where's the truth at?
All right.
First second you said the schools don't matter. Now you're saying the school matters.
Get into this game more, but I'm talking about the level of players that come out the SEC, the defense-wise that he went against. When we draft somebody from SEC, oh my God, they're dogs, right? They are ready mentally, physically, like prepared to be in the NFL. Compared to USC, had no defense, so all his numbers was more inflated because he was.
He had to put up big numbers because the defense was trash.
Zero defense. The Pac-12.
He's not in the Big 12. He's in the Big 10. They moved to conference.
When not last year, a USC.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams did not play no Big 10 last year.
They're in a different division now.
They are, and he's not there now. So shut up. That's what I'm talking about. Them non-defense players, and he over here crying. Look, I watched a lot of Jalen Daniels, and I told you that he was going to be the better player.
Let's talk about this though.
He was on.
Let's talk about this though. Who does Jalen Daniels have compared to Caleb? On offense, you got Scary Terry, right?
What?
You got Noah Brown. You got Curtis Samuels.
Who?
Oh, he's not there no more. You got two awesome running backs. Brian Robinson, when he's in the game.
Yo,
you got Brian Robinson, Eckler from San Diego. You got a better Zach Ertz, right? One of the best tight ends of all time. You know what I'm saying? Going down in the Hall of Fame, Zach Ertz, to throw him the ball to. You upgrade your offensive line. You got Eric Bieniemy, Super Bowl championship play caller, calling plays for you.
Who?
Dan Quinn.
Wait, Eric Bieniemy is in college, bro.
I mean, not Eric Bieniemy. What's his name? What's his name? I did. He left. What's his name?
Cliff
Kingsbury. Yeah, one of the most electric offense quarters ever.
Anything.
Dan Quinn is the head coach, right? Hard-nosed, tough. You know, he made Dallas defense good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got a lot riding for him. You got a lot going for him right now. That's all I'm saying.
Before this season started, everybody was saying that Caleb Williams is going into the best situation any young quarterback ever went into, right? Yo, he had Keenan Allen over there. Yo, they drafted that top, that a receiver, Azudine, whatever his name is. Man, they got they have that dude they paid money to, that wide receiver before Keenan Allen got there. Shoot, what's his name?
DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore. Swift is there. I mean, Komet was
hot garbage. You obviously see what happens when you take Swift away from our offensive line like we have. He is suspect again.
He's been balling.
Swift ain't doing jack shit.
I bet you he has over 600 yards rushing.
Really?
Yeah.
600? No.
We in week 9, week 10.
Exactly. That's whack. The good running backs are over 1,000 already. Been over 1,000.
One running back. One.
Who? I say one. I can name more than one.
No,
Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley.
No, Russian. Man, I'm talking about Russian. Yeah, I'm talking about Russian.
Jason Mason.
No.
What's the dude name from the Niners? The dude from the Niners ball out. Etienne from the Miami Dolphins.
They're not over 1,000 at all. Not even close.
They close to it. Close to it.
No, they're about 700, 800.
They're better than. If you look up,
all right.
Look up right now. I want you to look up. Look about.
I'm not looking up. Yo, we have a game to talk about, man. I don't have much time.
Let's talk about it. I'm talking about it. Let's go. Keep going.
Knowledge of mine talking about this matchup. So Jalen Daniels, to me, like my biggest fear of facing the Washington Commanders is not him throwing the ball, is him beating us like Jalen Hurts. Him the RPO, right? Him running the ball scares me more than him throwing the ball, because I have confidence in our secondary that we could, lock down, Terry, Zach Ertz. He's not, 10 years ago, Zach Ertz, and Noah Brown, and a McCaffrey dude, and OZ.
Dami Brown.
Guys, I'm not worried about none of these guys. We got Rodgers.
OZ know the defense.
We got,
OZ know the defense.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just want to give him some love.
Okay.
Shout out to OZ.
Like I said, so I really think that the biggest threat on Thursday, to me, my biggest scare is Jalen Daniels using his legs and, getting those hard, tough yards, because the Philadelphia Eagles, once again, are not that great against mobile quarterbacks. But maybe now, because they are younger at the linebacker position, that they could stop, him from escaping the pocket. Laying integrity, to me, is going to be the biggest gameplay on the defensive side. Defensive end, do not try to chase and crash in. Hold your lane because he's going to come back around and try to escape the pocket. Lane integrity is the biggest thing to me for me on Thursday.
I'm not worried about that because we got the number one linebacker in the NFL, Zach Bond, who everybody knew was going to be the best. I'm telling you, in the offseason, I was like, Zach Bond's the best linebacker in the game, baby. I can't believe the Eagles got him on a 1-year deal, the best linebacker in the game. This guy's about to get sacks. This guy's about to get picks. This guy's about to disrupt plays. Like, oh, my God. I was like, damn, Zach Bond. Everybody's stupid. The Saints are so dumb for letting him go. Oh, my God. I can't believe the Eagles. We got him. We got Zach Bond, baby. I was like, oh, we got the best linebacker ever. And now when I go my fantasy, who's number one linebacker? Zach Bond. When I go to PFF, who's number one linebacker? Zach Bond. Zach Bond is that dude, man. And I told everybody. He was going to be the best linebacker in the NFL. Now he's on the Eagles, man. Damn, man. I'm so happy to tell the truth.
Well, if only we didn't do shows that you was like, Zach Bond, who you was like Devin White. Yo, hey, everything that you just said right now, you said about Devin White when the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't say none of that about no Zach.
I was hyping them up because I couldn't believe the fact that this guy's balling this hard.
You kept on saying Dean and White was going to be a starting linebacker. Dean and White, it was no ball. And I did. Well,
I was capping, guys. I was capping.
That Big Vangio do have a neck for finding.
That is true.
And then changing.
And he did not lie. That shows that he is a man of his word. Because the first linebacker that came out of his mouth was Zach Bond.
Yeah.
That's the first linebacker that came. When we were like, you should be talking about White, you should be talking about at least Dean, or you at least should be talking about Trotter Jr. or somebody like that. He said Zach Bond. And we're looking at this guy like, what the fuck are you talking about, my guy? Like, do you know Zach Bond plays special teams, my guy? He's not even a starter. And you're talking to him. He's never even played middle linebacker. Ever. He's an edge rushing linebacker. And you're going to say that this guy can be your new stud? What? Come on. Yeah. You on that good shit. You get a little too old for you. Are you sure that you know what you're talking about? And guess what? He put the guy in, and the guy's been making plays. Every single game, it's like Bond got to play. That play with him and CJG hit the ball, fumble, boom, into the back of the end zone, man. What? Bond's the number one rated running linebacker in the game right now. This fool's a beast. And I love it.
Yeah, I love it. He's doing amazing. He's actually doing amazing. He's playing great. And yes, him and Dean together are the perfect duo right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I can't wait to see, how much better that they could get as a whole. You know what I mean? The more the games are played, we really gonna see. But
that's why I'm not worried about Daniels. That's why I'm not worried about Daniels. See, the things that you think are worried about it, because I already know my secondary gonna lock these guys down. Like, I feel like these young bucks, they got it going on. Let them keep doing what they do. And I don't think Scary Terry's going to be the one receiver that breaks the curse of what's been going on with these guys. I really feel like we don't went through a gauntlet of receivers that are better than Scary Terry. And I'm not really scared of Terry or any of these other receivers. I'm not scared of Zach Ertz, old ass. You know what I'm saying? He's old. And he does good against some teams because he can get open. He's good at finding spaces, whatever. Quarterback's best friends are tight end. I get it. I'm not worried about Zach Ertz beating us this football game.
Yeah.
I do worry about the receiving running backs that they do got there. Brian Robinson and Eckler. Now, we do stop the running backs in the run game. So when you got a good running back, eliminate it. You got the Jordan Davis in the middle. Jalen Carter destroying the fronts. You got all that. But these guys, Eckler was what? When he went to the Pro Bowl, he was one of the best dual threat running backs in the game. Brian Robinson is a dual threat running back in the game. And both of these guys can catch the ball out of the backfield. We might lock down those guys, but can Bond and Dean keep up with these running backs out of the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, the Washington Commanders right now, they are number 4 offense in the league. The number 4 offense in the league. We are the number 6 offense in the league. Like, if you want to, based on just 9 games.
They got better offenses.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just based on scoring, they're averaging 29 points a game, and we are averaging 25.9, so about 26 points a game. So, yes, the Ravens are the number 1 offense, the 49ers, Green Bay, the Commanders, Falcons, and the Eagles.
49ers?
Yeah. And their defense-wise, right? But their defense, because the Philadelphia Eagles are the number 2 overall defense, just based on 9 games, allowing 17.
49ers suck this year.
A 17.9 games, a point a game that we're allowing. So we're the number 2 defense overall. If you look at, all across the board, and the Commanders are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So there are about a top 14 defense. So yes, I mean, they could be run on, pass on, like they're, middle of the pack defense. All right. So we could put up points and stop them from putting up points. That's basically how the game is won. But we are a good run stopping defense, good pass stopping defense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is about to be their best defensive test, not the Ravens, because the Ravens were like the 31st passing defense, right? Not the Steelers. The Steelers are also, suspecting the run pretty good in the pass, but we are top, top 6 and both offense and defense. So, I mean, this is going to be the biggest challenge.
Number 1 in defense. Okay, let's keep it clear.
On a short week, come to Philly. Yes, they said that they're mad because they lost. Shit, we mad because we got played a short week and we at home. So, right. What? Who cares about that, man? I don't care.
You mad? You mad, man?
Yeah. So overall, though, yes, you are right. They're dual threat quarterbacks. They're dual threat running backs. Yes, we face some running
2
backs.
of them.
Kamara,
not just 1.
But Kamara had to do everything, right?
Yeah.
But they have 2. But the only thing is, Robinson have not played the past couple games because of a hamstring. Are they going to try to bring him out on a short week, or let him sit down one more week, have a little mini bye, but they also have McNicholas over there, the other rookie, a running back. So that's
a running back, like a running back. Like he can run that rock. He's a bigger back. Yeah, that's another thing. He's a bigger back.
Game by committee, right? Some running game by committee. So they are very good in running the ball. They were the number 1 rushing team for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're not far behind us at all. So respect the running game because of Jalen Daniels, the RPO. But one thing about Jalen Daniels, remember when Jalen Hurts, he first came in the league, he always liked to throw. Right. He couldn't throw left. That's the same thing that's going on with Jalen Daniels. Like when he start rolling out to the right, he do not throw left. He throws right only. So he do not like throwing a left for some reason. So, but that means that the screen passes are always to the right. To Eckler that's leaking out. So there's some tells that if you get paid to study defense, I don't get paid to study defense, but I watch enough Commanders games to let you know that, hey, this is what they've been doing the whole freaking year. Don't fall for it. That's what I'm saying. Lane integrity is going to be a big thing, because if you think that he's going that way, he's about to get for a sec, he's going to turn around and like 10, 15, 20 yards down, down the road. So, lane integrity, just stay in your lane, rush discipline, especially on the edge. And I think that we will be fine in this game. The one receiver, Terry, he always kill us. I don't
think he's going to this year.
This dude's putting over 100 yards every time he faces a Philadelphia Eagles.
Every time he normally does. But I think my boy Quinyon Mitchell, that I'm a Q fan, okay? That I'm a Q fan. Q is going to lock his ass out. Do you not see the thumbnail? Look who he just locked out. And last I checked, CeeDee Lamb was like a top 3 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, okay? But he wasn't covering CeeDee Lamb the whole game.
A lot of the game.
No, because that touchdown.
When CeeDee was in the slot, guess who was covering him? Coop.
Look, that one.
He didn't score a touchdown.
Wait. They should have touchdown, but the sun was in his eyes. Tell me why Chauncey Gardner was chasing CeeDee. Why is that? Like, you are the safety. Where's Cooper? Where's Keon? I mean,
Chauncey got an interception and caused a fumble, so I'm not saying nothing about Chauncey.
Man, see,
the highest graded DB this week was Chauncey Carly Johnson.
Bro, don't believe this PFF grade shit, man. Do not.
Anything to give my boy hype love, I'm going to give it to him.
Yo, look, this is how bullshit the PFF is.
Wow. Did you just come out and say bullshit?
Yo, they rated the top 15 rookie NFL. Rookie, offense and defense. Mitchell is not on there, but Cooper DeJean is.
Yeah, it's true.
How? Yo, he missed 4 games, right? He didn't play the first.
But when he started playing, it was a huge impact to the team.
But Mitchell have not given a touchdown the whole year that you're talking about. Oh, he better give up 50 yards.
Coop, since he started playing, Coop is the second highest rated DB in the league.
So are you watching the game or not? So I'm telling you right now, Mitchell should be your top 15. It's 15 rookies that's better than him, according to PFF right now.
How many of those players are offense?
About 50 yards, if that, given
to
why? Receivers.
Because he don't know how to intercept the football. Coop got an interception.
Well, Coop got
an interception. Coop showed that he knows how to cover and he can take the ball away.
Look, according to PFF, Jalen Daniels.
An interception gets you a lot of points, right? We talked about this last week. Can you get a defensive player of the year? And you said, without the interceptions, you're not getting it.
Okay, well, you can't cry wolf at the same time and say, hey, PFF is God. Because Jalen Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts, according to PFF.
Hey, never. Don't ever say that online. That's blasphemy.
Everything. So
no, he's not better than Jalen Hurts in nothing.
Like,
he don't have 8 touchdowns in 2 games. Jay Daniels don't have 8 touchdowns in 2 games. He don't have the records that Jalen Hurts has.
His passing rating is higher. His completion.
Now you sound like a homer. You sound like you don't sound like an Eagle fan. Listen, Hurts has got records that Jaden has not even sniffed. Okay, the last 2 games, how many touchdowns Jaden Daniels got? Give me that.
Look, hey,
how many did Jalen got?
You are the one that's talking about PFF is God.
It is. Look at this. Jalen Hurts has 8 rushing touchdowns in 4 games.
Yes.
8. This is the most ever by a quarterback in a 4-game period ever. Whenever you see records by Jalen Hurts, the key word about this is ever. Jalen don't break records. Jalen don't break records in for the year or since 2020. Ever.
6 push tush.
No, it wasn't. Last week wasn't a push tush. One. Did you not see that run? I wish I had it on here.
Work or not? I mean, you said 8 rushing, right? Did I say any one of them? Well, last week I said 6 push tush. That's it.
Okay, so now you want to hate on them. So now you want those fans that push tush don't matter. Okay, ain't gonna be a fan that push tush don't matter.
No, bro.
It does, because you know why? The push tush doesn't work for every team. You know why? Because quarterback don't squat 600 pounds. Okay, so the push tush, even though it is a simple play, that's only given on the 1-yard line for one. Can I give you that? It's because not every team can still do it. That's why they wanted to ban it. Not every team could do it. So if the push tush was something that everybody could do, you can use that excuse. Well, it was 6 tush pushes. It was 6 tush pushes. If every quarterback could do it, you can use that excuse. But guess what? Not every quarterback can do it. Only our quarterback, because he's so strong. He's an ox. He's a bull. He's a leader. He's a dominant. He is him, my guy. So I'm tired of it. If you try to ban a play because he did it so well, and you can't use it for, now, because teams try to get, try to go for quarterback sneaks on the 1-yard line and don't work.
Yeah.
So that's Jalen Hurts of why it does work so often and frequently. So booyah, baby. Jalen's the man. You're not gonna hate on Jalen for.
Yo,
You gonna hate on that whenever they come on. Anytime they put an ever behind it, you got to give your quarterback some love, my
the
guy.
problem
He
is
number
this.
one, baby.
I'm not hating on anything. I'm telling you about a PFF, but then you arguing with me about PFF. But then you say, well, now PFF is wrong, but then in the same breath, you say PFF is right. So that's why I can't really talk to you about when it comes to the Eagles, because you're not you're not like, that's why I will always win these bets, right? Because you're so wrapped up in your
You don't always win nothing.
I always win bets with you. Like, I can't recall one time you won a bet. You know
I won one.
As a matter of fact,
I won
wait a minute.
I won one. Don't listen to this guy. He's full of caps.
As a matter of fact, look, thank you, BIRDGANG. Hey, thank you, BG, for my Jason Kelly Green jersey because of a bet that I won. Once again, I keep my feelings out of it. You know what I mean? And
you just catch me at the wrong time. You wait till I get super hyped about the team, and then you throw a bet in there that I probably shouldn't be making.
Hey, because I know that you're a sucker. Hey, I know that you're a sucker, and you
sucker.
Yeah. So, hey, look, don't worry. Hey, we got another bet on.
We do.
On deck right there. So it is what it is.
Okay, and guess what? Who's winning the fantasy football right now? Woo! Who just took over number one? Who beat you, JC, by 100 points? BIRDGANG 31. Woo!
You know, fantasy is not real life, right? Hey,
that's it's real to me.
Hey, look, that's what you succeed in fake life.
Really? You gonna go there?
Man. All right, man. Hey, look, let's talk about some pros and cons for this upcoming game, man.
I would like to see the matchup. AJ is going to be matched up against Lattimore, right?
I don't think he might play.
If he don't play, this game is a blowout.
I don't think Lattimore is playing. I don't even think he practiced today because he's still, hamstring. So he's still got a hamstring.
Okay, so if Lattimore don't play, it's going to be the same like the Dallas game.
I just think they have a better offense.
Think about the record. Think about the record: Eagles versus rookie quarterbacks.
I don't know.
I think we're like 10-1.
I mean, I don't know the record.
I think that's what I see. 10-1 against rookie quarterbacks. We don't lose to rookie quarterbacks, my guy. I don't care how great of a season you got. Big Vangio gonna scheme up and dial up some stuff. Well, like you said, we got the cornerbacks to lock down your receivers. We got the linebackers to stop your running game. That leaves you having to be special as a rookie quarterback. And I don't think you're special enough, my guy.
Yeah, yo, I'm not going to argue with the Eagles winning and beating a rookie quarterback. That is not what we're going to argue about at all.
Put the jersey down.
No.
You got to put on. You got on your show like some championship bell or something. Sit down.
It is, man.
You need a champ, niggas. Sit down.
This is the GOAT right here. Hey, when you speak to me, man, just know that I am Jason Kelce.
Hey, actually, you did. Hey, you did lose a bet. That's why you gave me the $100.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I won the bet off of FanDuel, so yeah, it is what it is.
Okay. So you lost the bet. So don't just come up here and try to say I don't win no bet, my guy. You lost the $100, my guy.
See, but mine, the people could see. You know what I mean? Hey, the people could see.
Yeah, guess what? That $100 went to that jersey, so you feel good about it. You can't for your own jersey.
I bought my own jersey. I bought my own jersey. It is what it is. Hey, thank you for the.
Let's talk about it before we get out here. Let's talk about some hot takes for this game. Some things. Let's play devil's advocate. What can really, put some trouble for the Philadelphia Eagles in this Thursday night matchup. And I started off, man. I was like I said, the dual threat running backs that they have. Like I will say that part because, like I said, I don't have trust. When you lock down so many good receivers, I don't think Quignon's just gonna have a bad game all of a sudden. I don't think Rodgers just gonna have a bad game all of a sudden. I don't think DeJean's just gonna have a bad game. It has to take all three of those guys to have bad games for Scary Terry to go off because all three of them together has locked down some pretty damn good receivers this year. Last being CeeDee. I know CeeDee Lamb didn't have Dak throwing the ball, but Cooper Rush, come on, 49 yards. You have CeeDee Lamb You should learn how to throw the ball to him. Even if you threw the ball to him 100 times, CD's gonna catch some of them, my guy. So I'm not worried about that part really. The whole receiving thing. I'm not really worried about Ertz. I'm not worried about anything except for the dual threat running back. Because like you said, Bond is good in coverage. Dean is not good in coverage. As good as Dean has been playing this year, Dean is not. He's better than he was in coverage. Just scheming up the defense, good enough to keep him, from harming himself in coverage. But there's ways to get the ball to running backs, that I think that could be problemsome with these two. Eckler and like Brian Robinson, I think they said something like when Brian Robinson in the game, their winning percentage is a lot better. And if he doesn't play, Eckler is still a Pro Bowl running back, whether he did it last year or not. Whether what I'm saying, like he's still a top running back in his league. That's the through threat. So any given Sunday, Eckler can go off on you. I picked him up in a couple of FanDuel mentioned games, and he's helped me out a lot this year. So like the guy's not no scrub. Neither one of these guys are scrubs in terms of running game. And I think the Eagles need to get that pressure on them. But like I said before, like that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not worried about them stopping our offense because our offense only stops when we stop ourselves. If the Eagles, who can stop us? Nick Sirianni. Who can stop us? Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni. They want to go out there and try to pass the ball on these guys 40 times. That can stop us. That can hurt us, and that can give us a chance to lose this football game. But we keep doing what we've been doing. That's running the football first, getting Saquon hot, and either playing high-low in it, where either they're going to come 8 in the box to throw the ball deep, or they're going to be in coverage. You run Saquon. That's all you got to do every single game, period. Always the Super Bowl. That is your format for the Super Bowl, the winning Super Bowl, period. That is it. Run the ball first. Let them decide what they want to do. Do they want to try to stop Saquon, or do you want to go deep? That's it. You do that every single game in and game out, you'll win a Super Bowl, my guy. I'm glad we figured it out. And as long as we keep that format, I think we win this game easily.
All right. Well, let me give you my devil advocate why. You know what I mean? Hey, man, look, I'm want to put that out there, man. Like, okay, look, if we do not play Eagles football, right? Turn over the ball. Remember when we were 7-0 Thursday night, the game that you fell asleep. Yeah, 7-0. What can we not do? We could not stop them from running the ball, get them off the field on third down. They dominate the ground game, time of possession, and then we had 3 turnovers, right? And I mean, that's the only way I can see this game going is if we cannot also stop the run. To keep picking up this 3rd and 2s with Jalen Daniels running the ball or RPO, and you don't know who's getting the ball. If we are undisciplined, like I kept on saying, right, turnover and us not being who we want to be. The Philadelphia Eagles. That's not the past 5 weeks, but some ways that we could dominate this team. We could dominate this game by running the ball with Saquon Barkley, with Gainwell, with Jalen Hurts, but also utilize the screen game. Jahan Dotson. Hey, look, Philly, to give up a 3rd-round pick for the guy, it's a revenge game for him.
Yes.
Game, wide receiver screen, have Goddard, AJ out there, trips right, and have a quick wide receiver screen to, Jahan Dotson, and just get him involved. As a matter of fact, make him return punts. Instead of Cooper DeJean, put Jahan Dotson back there. He's a good returner. He returned punts in college. Put him back there, returning kicks. Get him involved somewhere. You gave up a freaking 3rd-round pick. Don't forget. And the only way he's going to be part of this team is if he could do something else besides be a 3rd wide receiver, because he ain't gonna get no love as no 3rd wide receiver because he is the 5th option on this team, right? You got AJ, Saquon, Smitty, Goddard. You have no way to get on the field unless you are returning punts. Quick screen games. Some plays for him. So get him involved in the game and defense. Go after him. He's a rookie. He haven't seen all the defense. Like he probably don't know how to pick up certain coverages as of yet. So let's test him out. Take the cover 0, or sometimes just go in like cover 0. You got the young guns enough to lock these wide receivers up. Like Cooper and Rodgers with 3 wide receivers. Just come on now, do something exotic, trick him up. He's a rookie after all. Like you said, the Eagles are very good against rookie quarterback. Why not be aggressive and don't wait for the game to come to us? Go get the game from the jump, just like you did with Dallas. Yes, I know at halftime it was what 14-6, whatever it was, but you know what I mean. Go get the game. Don't wait for the game to come for us. We are at home. You know, hey, sometimes when we're at home, we kind of like be sloppy with it. Like the fans are getting into our heads, booing or whatever. But hey, just shut all that crap out. Go out there and dominate, man.
And the way you stop a rookie quarterback is slapping him in the mouth early. Go pop him in the mouth early.
And he got a bad wrist. And he got a bruise.
You hit him and let Josh Sweat hit him. Let BG hit him. Let
Carter
Puff come off that end.
Davis,
Jalen Carter hit him early. Dank Bird Gang 52 says Eagles will get 7 sacks. And I believe him because he's going to be looking for open receivers that aren't going to be there.
He runs hitting his mouth. It's hard to sack a running quarterback.
If there's no lanes to run,
sacks. I mean,
let me see. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Playing right now. What quarterbacks have we played so far? I'm trying to think. I feel like we played a running quarterback already.
No, not really.
Who we played?
Joe Burrow.
No, he don't run.
No, none of them are really. Baker Mayfield.
Baker can run a little bit.
You know what I mean? But he's not like this. Yo, this dude has Jalen Hurts elusiveness, but not Jalen Hurts strength, right? To run you over or to stiff arm you and carry you. But he will juke you. He's very slippery. He's so skinny too, right? You can't even try to tackle him because you grabbing that sticks. And you are just slipping down. So you have to go after him and BG lane discipline. I'm telling you right now, this game is going to lane discipline, just like we did against the Saints. When Kamara used to cut back and stuff like that, boom, there's somebody there. When Bone at the edge, that's the type of game you're going to need. Bone at the edge to try to contain Daniels and put a spy on him. Who's going to be the spy? Because he's going to run. He's going to run. He's not going to sit back.
But I feel like he's one of those quarterbacks like, I don't feel like he's a Hurts and Lamar. I feel like he's more like a Russell Wilson.
RG3, man. RG3 is the best comparison.
His main goal is not to run the football. He always tries to pass first. And if you have that mindset, especially as a rookie, it's different. I feel like Jalen Hurts knows he can run the ball because he's powerful. You know, that run he scored that touchdown on, we had design runs for him finally now. And that run up the middle, he ran that fool over to get in the end zone. He knows he can run people. He knows that he's stronger than half of these DBs out there. He knows he's stronger than half of these linebackers out there. He knows he's stronger than a lot of the people out there. And that's why Jalen does what he does. It's a different caliber. When you weigh $190 or 210, it's different. Jalen runs he's weighed like 230, but he's strong as an ox. You know, Saquon's strong as an ox. These guys are big physical people. So I think it's different. You can't really compare them. Like Lamar is different because he's like bigger, taller. He's a big guy, but he's just fast as shit. He's like the Michael Vick type guy. Like you're not gonna catch him type thing. Like catch me if you can type player. It's different than Jalen's even. Jalen's more power. Lamar's the more finesse. He's like, hey, I'm out. Shoo! And it's so hard to catch him. It's like a video game speed. But I do think Daniel Daniels got a great combination of what he's doing out there. And I don't know. I feel like, when the trajectory is like this, I don't feel like this is the game that's going to change that trajectory. If you get what I'm saying. Like we start out and we still won 2 games in the we're 2-2. Like we wouldn't have went 0-4, it'd have been a whole nother look. But we're still 2-2 when we start out. But since then, making the right decisions, learning to run the football first, learning to put Cooper DeJean in the game, learning that, that Bryce Huff is better in the 4-point stance. Learning the simple things about your team and understanding the offense and defense that you play has brought us like this. And the fact that we got rookies like Cooper DeJean, got Quinyon Mitchell that has not given up 0 touchdowns winning in a fucking game. That to me is an amazing feat that I feel like people don't even give enough respect to. Like, what the fuck? Who else? When have you ever seen another rookie for the Eagles start as a rookie and didn't give up no touchdowns? That what? I'm not saying that you gotta give a lot of them, but one, come on. Q has not even given up like 50 yards to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are holding top flight receivers to 50 yards or less. That's amazing. That's unheard of. That's not normal. For real, for real. Think about all the other good receivers, the good cornerbacks that got drafted, they're still giving up touchdowns.
Yeah.
Arnold, who you like to say I liked it from Alabama. Arnold from Alabama.
Yeah, that's your boy.
He gave up touchdowns, but guess what? But he's still a good cornerback. He's still a good cornerback. And guess what? They traded Lattimore from the Saints because my boy Kool-Aid's there.
No. It's because
Kool-Aid probably gave up a touchdown, my guy.
Over the cap. They're $186 million over the cap. So yes, they had to get rid of a lot of players. The Saints. The Saints are the worst team.
And they knew they had a good cornerback in Kool-Aid. Why do I say Kool-Aid?
And they couldn't even get on the field though. They couldn't get on the field though.
He's on the field now?
No. He couldn't even get on the field until injury happened to your boy Idebo or whatever his name is, and then that's when he got on the field. All right, so if it was that good,
now they trade Lattimore to get him on the field more,
whatever it is to get on the field, just like Mitchell beat Rodgers and Bradbury.
He didn't beat Rodgers, man. What are you talking about?
Yes, he did.
That's fake news. Rodgers got hurt, and Quinyon stepped in, and you can't stop progress when you do good.
Well, according to you, you wanted them to rotate these cornerbacks all throughout the year.
And you see why. Guess what? When Rodgers plays, he's the best DB on our team. I've seen it on
Rodgers
Twitter. He has the best DB percentage out of any DB on our team.
Hey, get over it, man. That's one freaking game.
He played more than one game.
One game.
He's played more than one game.
The stat that you're looking
at. What up, DB? How you doing, my guy?
Hey, the stat that you was looking at is for one freaking game that PFF.
It wasn't for one game.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. He played.
No.
Played more than one game.
One game, just like they did with Chauncey Gardner, like the greatest high DB for one freaking game. This dude played 9 games, have not been that high until one freaking game. So just stop it. One game.
He doesn't have any touchdowns on him either.
The only time Rodgers get on the field is when Slay is hurt. Like I said, you can't be rotating these guys unless an injury happens. So, yes. But you wanted to start Bradbury, start Slay, and then rotate these guys in. No, you can't do that.
I said they're going to be lights out by week 7.
You did. You played running back. Whatever. I told you, defense don't work that way. Defense is not, the turnstile that you think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be continuity on every position unless an injury happens. That's when now you're forced to adapt. So don't sit here and no. Rodgers was good on PFF for one game. Chauncey for
Rodgers been good since before he got suspended.
How the next 3-4 weeks play, and start saying we got the best. Rodgers the best. Let me see more in just 3 quarters. All right.
He's played more than 3 quarters though.
He played a game.
More than a game. He's played games before too.
What I was saying was just off this game.
I don't think that's right, but you can go double check that if you want to. I'm gonna say that that's false. I'm saying that was as much as he's played period this year. He's the best, highest graded cornerback on our football team.
Okay, all right, man. Believe
Rodgers is the best, and I told you guys Rodgers was gonna be the best.
Okay.
And then DeJean's number 2 and Q's number 3. Okay, but Q is still a dog.
All right.
But they're all dogs, so I ain't gonna hate on none of them because they all beasts. You see the thumbnail. Q and Rodgers, because Q and DeJean play together. You know what I'm saying? Like they play off each other. They know they both rookies, and I feel like they got a special bond. That thing that everybody's gonna be clamoring for DeJean to go to outside because he is so good. But it's like, to me, DeJean is like a Brandon Boykin situation where he's a great slot corner because that's more like the safety corner hybrid position that you got to just keep him there forever. He's going to be our starting slot corner for years if you let him stay there. Don't try to put him on the outside.
Yeah, look, I agree, man, because there's a lot of teams with 3 good wide receivers, right? And a lot of teams use their number one in the slot just to try to get that mismatch. See, on the Philadelphia Eagles, there is no mismatch, right? You cannot hide your number one anywhere because we do have 3 solid all across the board. So, yes, I agree. I would definitely keep Q on the outside, Rodgers on the outside, and Cooper DeJean in the nickel.
Keep them together, too, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we have options, which is good, which is always good to have. But yeah,
when would you re-sign Rodgers?
Huh?
When would you re-sign Rodgers?
Well, I mean,
he's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, he's on a 1-year deal. But look, a lot of these guys want to play out the season because now it becomes a bidding war. But I do feel like that Rodgers, if he Slay is gone. All right, we could let's just say that.
Say it proudly.
Slay, Bradbury, Maddox, they all gone. So if you are Rodgers and you are in this system right now, you like this system. Now you're starting to see, okay, if I play, this is what I could be. Why not just stay? Young, good team. Because if anybody signs you, it's going to be a bad team probably, right? You're probably not going to have the benefit of having a Mitchell on one side, a DeJean in the slot, right? And then you know what I mean? So basically you are getting help all across the board, with a good defensive front. So if you Rodgers, to me, I would have to wait. I mean, as a player, I'm waiting to see how much I could get out there, right? But the Eagles did take a chance on you or suspended because they're not going to make a deal right now. I mean, it's that.
Why wouldn't you though?
Think that they could
Slay's out the door. Why wouldn't you just go ahead and lock them up right now?
Yeah, but I don't even think that players could sign contracts right now though. Like,
why couldn't you?
I'm not sure because I never
throughout the year.
I mean,
if you're already on the team.
Yeah, possibly, but have you see the whole thing is this that I haven't seen enough of Rodgers to say, let me, and then what's his price range? All right, you're the GM. What would you pay for Rodgers? Go ahead.
Top 15 cornerback.
Okay, what's the money, man? And what's the money?
I don't know. I'm not. Okay, I don't know.
You can't say top 15 cornerback. So because you can't because a lot
more than Bradbury.
Huh?
What's Bradbury's last contract? I would give him more.
Well, because that was after that was before the Super Bowl run. Right, that was that was during the Super Bowl run we had him. So he was a All Pro, Pro Bowl. Like this dude was balling out, right? His numbers said it that he was top 5, everything across the board. So yes, they paid him just based on his past performance and what is more to come. But Rodgers, ain't no Pro Bowl, no All Pro, what nothing. Like, why am I gonna what do I
Pro Bowler?
Who? Where?
I think Rodgers went to Pro Bowl. The Saints.
I don't remember. And I got Ringo still, so I have options now. So I'm not going.
I feel like Ringo always needs to stay on the team. I don't know if Ringo's like a starter. I feel like he's good. He's good to come in and help fill in case someone gets hurt. But I don't know if it's his time to start yet.
Okay, well, I mean, look. Well, I don't know, man. I mean,
you think Ringo's as good as Rodgers?
I think he is. I mean, he's bigger than Rodgers. He's physical than Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like, so Rodgers is a
Rasul Douglas
here too, huh?
He might be Rasul Douglas.
Who, Ringo?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at Rasul Douglas, a top 5 D corner since he left the Philadelphia Eagles.
Facts.
So, I mean, yeah. So I think that we are in position to see what Rodgers do at the end of the season, whether you want to re-sign or not. If not, then we got Ringo. But still, we have depth.
I think if he outpriced himself, He won't get re-signed.
But his agent, though, if you a smart agent, you are not going to make your guy sign right now just based on 2 starts, if that, right? Like 2 games, if that. So I think if you are my agent, you are trying to drive up the market. The farther the Philadelphia Eagles get into the playoffs, the higher all these guys' paycheck is going to be, right? I mean, teams are going to be flying to try to come get them. So no agent is going to say, hey, sign right now just based on a game or 2. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not in no rush. So we'll see what happens, though. Like I think that Howie Roseman, he's very, very good with signing his own players. And, once that happens, hey, we'll see. But this upcoming matchup is going to tell us a lot about this whole defense, our DBs, our fronts, because this is about to be one of the best offense that we face also. Just like the Commanders, this is going to be a good test for them. Me personally, I feel like that the Commanders has benefited off some lucky bounce, right? The Hail Mary from the Chicago Bears, like literally the first time they played the Giants on kickoff, like their kicker was out throughout the whole game. They couldn't kick, and still they only won in overtime because every time the Giants had the ball, they had to go for it all 4 times. So they had some lucky bounces along the way. And so far, yes, they played some good the good teams that they play, the elite teams that they did play, or whatever. They lost to, you know what I mean? But that's the NFL. You play who's on your schedule. You can't run away from that. So, but I don't have to say, well, oh my God, this team is very, very impressive just based on the wins, because unfortunately I do live in the DMV, had plenty of opportunity to watch them play. They had some impressive wins, but some of their other wins are questionable, but a win is a win. This is the NFL, just like the Philadelphia Eagles, right? We are 1 drop pass away from being 8-1, or we could easily be 6-3, So if the Saints game, we could have easily lost that game, right? So I mean, so it go both ways. So I'm not gonna shit on the Commanders. They are a very solid, good young team, and they are going to be good for years to come. But I don't think their time is now. But they are fighting for second in the division. Probably for the next 3 or 4 years, they're going to be fighting for second in the division, because the Dallas Cowboys got issues. The Giants still have issues, but we are the only solid team, like offense, defense, the young core that we have. We're the only solid team in that division that could go toe-to-toe with the Commanders, but too bad. We're the big brother, they're the little brother, and we're going to show them, what it means, to be 7-2, in a primetime game. Hey, we'll see what happens. BG, you back. What's going on with your T-Move camera, man? Like, you all right?
It's the iPhone, baby.
Come on, man. Hey, that bootleg T-Move iPhone you got going on?
In here, my bad. What have you been saying? I didn't know what's going on.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. Yo, I was just wrapping it up. Hey, I'm like, hey, look, I was just saying, man, hey, don't sleep on the Commanders, man. Hey, they are a good team, but right now they're not on our level yet. Some of their wins were questionable. Some of our wins were questionable. I mean, you could say, but whatever it is. But overall, man, look, it's going to be a good game, but don't sleep on the Commanders.
Okay, so let's do hot takes and score prediction.
All right, hey, hot take, man. Barkley run for 150, Hurts throw for 200, and rush for another 100. And the defense get about, I really want to say 6 sacks and 3 turnovers. 6 sacks, 3 turnovers for the defense. Hurts over 300 all-purpose yards, and Barkley 150 on the ground. So that's a dominating game. Yo, that's a dominating game right there if those things come true. And the score prediction, I had the Philadelphia Eagles winning 34. I have to say 21. 34-21. Only because I feel like Huh?
That's still double digits.
Yeah, it's still double digits, but I do respect the Commanders right now because they are 7-3 for a reason. You know what I mean? And I trust Jaden Daniels a lot. He was my number one quarterback. So I do trust him to make some plays with his legs. But yeah, we're gonna be too far ahead for them to actually, beat us. But 34-21, maybe 34-17, I'm leaning to, but I give them 21 points.
Okay, well, I think this is gonna be a Saquon game. And then Saquon Barkley will take over this game in the air and on the ground. He's gonna have over 225 all-purpose yards. He's gonna have 3 touchdowns this game. This will be the Saquon Barkley. He took a back seat this week. They rested him to get him ready for this game. Because you got some new cornerbacks over there, but guess what? We're about to show you a new running back that's been lighting your ass up, even when he was on the other team. You know what I'm saying? When he was on the Giants, Saquon still lighting your ass up. Okay? So, Saquon, over 225, 3 touchdowns, awesome game. The MVP of this game, obviously, on the offensive side. I think our defense, we've been getting a lot of takeaways, right, the last couple of games. We're going back to sacks this game. We're going to sack Jayden Daniels like 6 times. We're going to hit his ass in the mouth.
I just said 6 sacks.
Huh?
But you capping off of me right now. I literally said 6 sacks and 3 turnovers.
Huh?
I said 6 sacks and 3 turnovers.
Okay, so just because we had the same.
That's my hot take. Give one more sack than me or one more sack less than me, but don't give my same hot take.
Okay, listen.
It's called cheating. It's called plagiarizing.
Every now and then, everybody always say we're brothers. Everybody like, you look just like that guy on TV. I go, I've only seen him like 2 times. And be like, he's my brother, though. He's my brother.
But
listen, like
still, you plagiarize.
Okay, you want me to go higher or lower?
Yes, higher.
The Eagles
just go 7 sacks.
7 sacks this game.
All right.
And guess what? 1 turnover. 7 sacks, 1 turnover this game. How about that? Is that better for you?
No, I thought you said hot take, man, and not like scary take. I said 3 turnovers, 6 sacks. Now that's a hot take. You said hot takes.
Okay. Hold on, let me stop.
Oh my God! You know what? I can't, man. And this is some bold take.
8 sacks, 2 turnovers is gonna be my hot take. Okay, 8 sacks, 2 turnovers. Because like I said before, mine is about not turning the ball over, but getting the sacks, which will eventually turn over downs for us if we get the ball back regardless. Either way, Saquon Barkley over 225. Baller, showing you why he's going to be the MVP this year. Okay, another thing is Nick Sirianni would be 100% perfect on all his weird calls he likes to do in a football game. And the Eagles will not be a close game with these Commanders. We are the Commanders. Shut up, okay? This game's not going to be close. Commanders, you're not in our goddamn league. Zoom me in. You are not in the Eagles league. So back up, shut up, and realize who the champs are. The NFC champs are the Eagles. So we're going to show you game 1 against you. The score should be 42-7. Eagles.
Right.
Total domination at home, because we haven't had a dominated game at home for a long time. And this is going to be a total domination at home in the league Thursday night. Mark my words. Eagles win 42-7, baby.
All right.
Hey, salute to all you guys still rocking with us, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe wherever you are. Make sure you come over to social media, to YouTube, to hit that like over there too as well, man. We're going to be dropping it all year long. We're getting better. I love all you guys. Salute to all you guys for supporting us and rocking with us. And, last words from me is we are on the incline, guys, and we're about to win the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say.
All right. Hey, go Birds. Hey, that's my last word. hey, go Birds.
And we out.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very going on, everybody, man.